It's the Hot Rod Podcast with Ron Foreman and Brady Wright. We literally live, eat, and breathe cars. Thanks for joining us on the podcast today. Make sure that you hit the subscribe and the like button, mash the notifications on so that you'll know every time we put a new show together and bring it to you here on YouTube. Time to get going. Let's see what's happening this week. Hey, so it's Brady Wright, the Hot Rod Podcast, along with my co-host Ron Foreman, who, as we all know, is the president and founder of the Rat Bastards Car Club and an inductee in the Washington State Hot Rod Hall of Fame. How are you doing, my man?
That's really cool of you to say that, but I am nothing without the club. I am just me. The club makes everything happen.
But the club,
for the club, there wouldn't be Rat Bastards Car Show or club.
True. 50? Are you in 15 years now, or are you in the 16th year?
2006 was I think 2008 was our first show, but we started in like 99.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that is a time-honored tradition. We should do some sort of a documentary about the club. Just, that'd be kind of fun, actually.
Well, I made that one story about how we all started, about being disrespected at car shows.
We should actually bring in some of the guys and sit around and talk about that a little bit, because
that'd be cool.
Not that many car clubs that have been around that long. I mean, the Pharaohs, the Dukes. There's a few, but really, you guys have been around a long time. Steve,
I can get Tony and John and Casey together, and some of the other core group of fellas and the gals, and can do something like that. That'd be cool.
Let's talk about that. That could be fun.
Okay, we'll do that.
So, over the last week and weekend, you guys went down to Yakima to a show. It's the first annual Minter Fab show, a go and show, it says. Yeah,
go and show. That's correct. Go and show. Yep. So,
how'd that one come about? Tell me about that.
Well, it was fine. Friday we went over and we ran into at Eatonville. We ran into this. We had lunch, and then right at the end of lunch, we got hit with a thunderstorm and raindrops about a quarter size. Yeah. Luckily, I had a roof on my car and windows. That helped out a lot.
Not everybody does.
From our experience going to Rat City Ruckus.
Yeah.
But it was fun. That's a great time.
So how did Minter Fab come about? Because first annual is always cool. There's always a story behind that. How'd that one start?
We'd have to ask Brian, because Brian's the brainchild
guy,
and his family. Yep, they did a great job. Fantastic job. Cool. They really did.
I'm looking up here at the poster, and maybe we'll put it on the video here in just a little bit. But it looks like a good one. You got some pictures and a little bit of video of some people sitting around the campfire, John, everything like that. So let's take a look at that.
Okay, let's do it.
OnlyFans through the request. Missing. He was on OnlyFans. I was like, really? Come on. I'm gonna get the internet and go into the water. Stories.
Who knows what really happened with the people that we got?
You know what? It is all cover up. This all happened so it's all shell game. We're gonna move this stuff around, and you're gonna do this. The media's gonna look at this, and we're gonna do this.
We know a lot about very little.
Everybody got
you're into cars, you love a good time, and you'd rather build it than buy it, you just might love the Rat Bastards. We're a family-oriented nonprofit organization. We welcome all 1969 and older, in the rough is enough, real steel and iron. We're about old-school traditional hot rods and rat rods. We get together, have fun, help each other build, and cruise like crazy, because that's the way car clubs are supposed to be. The Rat Bastards are a new class of old school, and our signature event is the Infestation Show every July. Check our Facebook page for location, time, and dates. We're charter sponsors of the Idaho Hot Rod Hall of Fame and the Hot Rod Podcast. Join us at cruise-ins all over Washington and Idaho. Joining the club is easy. By the way, contact us through the club page for Washington or Idaho. Check us out on the Rat Bastards Car Club pages on Facebook. We'll see you on the road. Well, I told everybody I was going to a drag show. This is what I meant. Racing, always fun.
Not gonna happen, 8.9.
So, hey, it's Brady Wright from Hot Rod Podcast here at Flavor Pack Nationals, the NHRA thing. And sitting next to me is none other than Randy Mann, who, of course, is from the Howdy Hot Rod Podcast. It's dueling podcasts today. Glad to have you, man.
Oh, I gotta get there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get each other. It's gonna be good.
Are we popular now?
We're popular now.
Okay,
Yeah, we're
cool.
part of the cool crowd.
Oh, great.
So the screaming noise in the background is the anything off the track getting ready for the top fuel to come. As soon as this is done, I'm gonna tell you a bit. The best part of this bit is that one of Randy's friends is here thinking Randy's not here, and he's sending Randy pictures of this is the track and this is the thing. If only you could be here. And Randy's sitting right behind him. He's literally right behind him, and he hasn't seen us yet.
There she is.
This is a pretty suspicious alleyway down here. They're moving. Hey, it's Brady, the Hot Rod Podcast. We're here in the kind of intermission in between the major runs for the top 2 and top 20 the Flavor Pack Nationals here at Pacific Raceways. And Randy Mann from the Howdy Hot Rod Podcast is down doing some interviews in the pits. We were down there a little bit earlier, and now we're kind of waiting for the big show to come. It's about 80 degrees. It's a beautiful afternoon, and this is Howdy Hot Rod.
On what that machine is doing out there right now.
Hi, I'm Brady Wright. I'm the founder of the Idaho Hot Rod Hall of Fame, and I got some big news coming up that I think you'll want to know about. Now, if you're a car person and you're in Idaho, especially North Idaho, you probably are aware of the organization, but just in case you're not, what we do is we recognize hot rodders, clubs, and people who support the sport of hot rodding all through the state of Idaho. It is for Idaho people only. Every year we have an awards banquet that recognizes a hot rodder of the year, a young rodder of the year, and a car club of the year throughout the state of Idaho. Now, you probably wonder, how do people get nominated and how do they get the award? Well, the nominations come from you. If you go to our website, that's Idahof, IDAHHOF.org. There is a nomination form there. You can download it, or you can send an email to idahof@gmail.com, and we'll send you one for yourself. And when you send them in, all of the board gets together once a year, usually in the fall, and we decide who's going to get nominated and who's going to get inducted into the Hall of Fame for that year. Now, our banquet is coming up in about 2 months. We're looking to do it in about September, so you have July and August to fill out your nominations and get them into us. It's real important. The nominations are self-explanatory. The form is real clear, and if you fill it out as completely as possible, whoever you nominate or whichever club you nominate has a pretty good chance of getting in. We induct one hot rodder of the year, one young rodder of the year, and one club of the year every year. But you can put your nominations in at any time. If we don't choose the person you've nominated, for example, this year, they may get in next year. Just depends on who else gets nominated. It's idahof@gmail.com or idahof, IDAHHOF.org on the web. We're also on Facebook. If you have questions, you can ask them right there. We look forward to getting your nominations in, but do hurry. We need them by the end of August 2023. So there was a show.
Wow.
That was
what a show.
A collection of stuff. It's always fun to go to the drags, you know.
I'm kind of dizzy.
Oh man, it was great to see all that stuff you're doing with the truck, and you know, and you and Casey and everything. I mean, it looks terrific.
Thank God for Casey, man. It's awesome.
Man. I got to tell you, you know, we go to the drags every year. It's a thing. There's a whole group of us, and this
I'm
year,
so jealous.
well, you know what? If you want to come next year, you whiner, we'll get you a ticket. You just come with us. It's just fine.
I'll be there.
But you know, this year, you couldn't really tell from the video where the seats were, but we're on the south side of the track, looking at the.
I could tell that from your pictures.
Yeah, and so right behind us, we're almost at the top row of the bleachers. There's always been a big billboard back there, and we're the only like one of the shaded places on the track. They took them down this year, so I got just fried. It's been a day, so I'm more or less back to normal. But
next time you gotta bring us some umbrella.
I know a ball cap doesn't do it when
you gotta have a sombrero.
Yeah,
it's a portable umbrella. That's why they call it a sombrero.
I think that's it. Well, I'll definitely do something like that next year. But it was just a great time. It's super time, and it's nitro is always a fun thing to get fiddling around with. Anyway, here's a quick conversation. One of the kind of host guy that manages all the tickets. His sister was there, and she's been there before. But they got to talking about nitromethane, and she says, "Well, you've got that in your truck, don't you?" And he said, "No, I have nitrous in my truck. It's not the same."
It's close.
Oh, that's right. Nitrous is what they use at the dentist. Yes, not the same. If your dentist pulls out nitromethane, go home.
Run.
You don't need. But it was fun. Everybody had a great time.
Awesome.
We all screamed and did stupid stuff, and it was a good one. Hey, I'm really looking forward to doing this one again, because the next week's show is going to be all about the sign right behind you, the official annual Rat Bastards Infestation Car Show in
Absolutely.
Riverfront Park is going to happen this coming Saturday, July 29th. It's going to be cool. And we're all going to be there. We'll have pictures of people doing horrible things to their cars.
Well, it's the only place where you get the most fun you can have with your clothes on.
That's right.
And if you bring your lawn chair, you're only going to need the edge, because we got slow drags, man.
That's right. Slow drags. Yep. It's
going
to be good. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a great show next week. As usual, always a pleasure to see you.
You too, sir.
All right, man. That's it for this episode of the Hot Rod Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe to our show, and we appreciate it if you smash those notification buttons too, so you'll know when a new one drops. For Ron Foreman, I'm Brady Wright. This has been the Hot Rod Podcast. We'll see you on the next one.